Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Yesterday doesn't matter, it only serves as a ladder. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed, so make your plans accordingly. Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Grand Rising, today is a new day to start again. It is 11/9/2024. Priority. This awareness changed my priority. The free will to pay attention. The most important currency that we have is our ability to focus and what we put our attention into. The reward of our free will is to embrace the enjoyment of love. But there is no reward without awareness. You have to understand and be aware of what love is to know how to see it. If you give yourself, you will be rewarded. If you give yourself to love, you will be rewarded with love. You will be reminded, reconfirmed, it will make sense. The reason solitude and quiet are needed is for reflection and planning. When chaos begins, we can focus and have strength. We know that it's going to rain. We need to be prepared when it does. The more aware you are, your focus of your awareness, the more disciplined you must be, because there is much more power to the effects. So whenever you are using your awareness and you're focusing your awareness, there's more power in whatever you're focusing into. So you must be disciplined to understand that. This is why there is so much gray, why there is divisiveness, why divisiveness is used. Then I went into gray matter, or the brain. Have you ever heard of big mind? So I think that big mind, I think the idea of mind is not the same as brain. And the science of brain and like the gray matter is useful, but that is much different than big mind. So if you haven't ever looked into big mind, I think that's something that everybody should expand your awareness of concepts. When I think of big mind now, I think it's basically in the same genre as when we pray to Jesus. We are paying attention to big mind. Our big mind. It's everyone's big mind, whether you're Christian, Buddhist, and that's difficult. So I'm trying to stay. One of the ways they've done that is by this idea of Christ consciousness. Look into that. Christ consciousness is more of a idea of everything has this connectedness that's metaphysical. So following Jesus, surrendering, faith, it actually simplifies your life. It encourages you to focus your awareness on what truly is important. So I'm very serious a lot when I do these videos, and I'm actually really trying to be somebody that really enjoys my moments. So part of why I like doing these videos is it allows me to get this off my chest. About halfway through my day while I'm working recently, I start thinking about getting under my blue blanket and resting my eyes into sleep. I like the idea of going to bed early as it starts to get dark out. And I get up so early in the morning that by the time it is getting dark out, I've grown tired because I'm working a lot and I'm investing a lot of my energy into like my day-to-day life. And also, I'm very passionate about getting closer because I like this whole idea of my purpose. So my priorities have changed. I have changed. Why did I start doing these videos when I first started? I thought these are interesting times and I have an interesting life and it might be resonating to others to give voice to kind of some of my things that I'm going through. I am a divorced dad that has went through like very difficult circumstances, and I failed and had a lot of mistakes in that, and that is a big part of my story. But I do think that your personal life should be private. As I've gotten deeper into this and understanding where I'm putting my energy and my attention. So I am trying to do better after reflecting, and that's what I'm trying to do moving forward, is give voice to what I want to give without the negative effects. So I'm trying to be more disciplined. As you gain awareness, you must become more disciplined. So why do I still do these videos after I don't get a ton of response on them? I feel more powerful and passionate about life than I ever have. And I want to share what I've found for those who are looking. I don't have any of the answers, but when I sit and listen to Big Mind or pray to Jesus or sacrifice to the Most High, when I surrender, life moves forward. And my reaction, my awareness in my reality is my priority. The more focused my awareness, the more powerful, discipline, practice, patience, execution. When you win, someone else loses. What you give, you will get. But what also people forget is that what you get, you will give. So right now, at this moment, I only have my life to give. What do I give my life to? You only have, you who's watching this right now, only have one life to give right now. What do you give your life to? This present moment is your most powerful moment. What are you called to do? And I feel called to sing. And I kind of want to learn how to dance. I can dance a little bit, and I think I could be a good dancer with my dancer. I want to take my moment to try and express, but I also know that these are very serious times, like maybe the most serious. But I'm not worried. And I do think that I have a role to play. I understand the concept of delusions of grandeur. Part of self-awareness is understanding what and where you are. Where do you sit or stand? How do you sit or stand? And what do you have to give? I have I have nothing to give. I have given everything that I have ever gained away. When I do these videos, I try to give what I have gained. I do have a psychological background. I took a lot of psychology classes in college. I feel like I lost respect in that. Like in my life, I feel like that was not acknowledged as a skill set that I had in some of the situations that I went through. So I guess I lost my respect for others, but I have a keen psychological mind. Like I understand psychology pretty well. And I almost was belittled, like, because I didn't end up getting a degree in psychology. I started out as a psychology major and quite frankly lost my faith in it. It did get a little bit more difficult. They have what they actually phrased as weed out classes in these degrees where you had to take some kind of a complex math. And I wasn't very good at that, and I was lazy and undisciplined, and I just needed to knock it out, and I didn't. I totally was fully able to do that, and I actually took it like 3 times. It's really not a good part of my life. So I can see why I would be belittled, but that didn't mean that takes away all the stuff that I did learn in psychology up until that point. And I also kind of lost my faith in it because I started to see that it wasn't really, the education wasn't dedicated to truth. It was more indoctrination. And I sensed that while I was learning about it. But it is some of my strongest attributes is my analytical ability to, that's just part of my brain. And I feel like that was belittled, and I wasn't able to use that in my family setting as much as I think I should have. It would have been beneficial to everybody. Also, I was a pretty darn good golfer, and I felt like that was kind of belittled, like, because I never had any major status gain from my golf game, but I did gain a lot of knowledge about golf. And I destroyed my own reputation and respect in that by probably my temper, my hard-headedness, my lack of awareness of my own abilities versus what I was projecting out. So I do these videos to analyze myself. It's therapeutic. And as long as I feel like I'm helping at least one person that's watching these, it's the least I can do. It's something that I can give that's helpful to me already. And it helps me sing my song. That's how I start my day, is I get to sing my song. I get to lay all this out there. There's not that many people that are watching it. And so I'm just kind of putting it out there, and it gives me, I'm able to say thank you for what I've gotten in my life. And I have gratitude for that. So I hope the best for my enemies, even in their defeat. I hope the best for everyone. I'm out here just trying my best. So I hope you have a great day. Do great. Be great.